It's mostly for children in schools, but also
That's to just get the job done,
I live
So
here on
I'm sure
Kauai,
we face that pressure.
and I'm really impressed to see what I'm looking at right now. I want to say to everybody, I want to ask everybody right now in Hawaii, Hawaiians believe that when you stand there like this, you're blocking yourself from the ability to receive the energy of love, the energies from the universe and our spirit and our kapuna. So I'm going to ask everybody while I'm speaking to please unfold your arms. Allow your hearts to be open to the energies that are here amongst us, being projected by each one of the individuals who have gathered here, as well as the ho'ailona, or the messages, the signs that come from our universe, from our kupuna and from our aina. As a Hawaiian, I know that my connection to this place is extremely unique, and I know of a special greatness that is unmatched by any other society of people ever. The world owes the Hawaiian people a debt of gratitude. It is because of the Hawaiians' ambition and desire to rise above all else and know all that could possibly be known is what was able to let the Hawaiian people achieve 100% literacy amongst its people. It was that spirit that allowed the Hawaiians to have electricity before any place else in the world. It was that spirit that allowed the Hawaiians to have indoor plumbing, compulsory education. The whole world has a compulsory education program because the Hawaiians were the first to do it. And we took that example to the world. And while our leaders sent out representatives to the world to gain connections, our head of state was the first head of state to make a world travel and visit the other heads of states of the world. We were the first people to have treaties with every other nation on the world, and the first country outside of the European nations to be admitted into the League of Nations. Before the United States was there, before France was there, before England was there, Hawaii was there, leading the way for the world. I believe the Hawaiian people still hold the secret to creating that kind of energy for the entire planet. And I believe the only way for that to happen is if we create a like-minded community. And we cannot create a like-minded community if we continue to allow division to seep into our daily fabric of our lives. We must not let the division keep us from being ohana. I have no faith in the state of Hawaii. The state of Hawaii is the direct descendant of the people who overthrew my kingdom, imprisoned my queen, and stole my resources. They're diverting our water, and it is flowing directly into the Pacific Ocean as we speak through diversions. The plantations created their irrigation ditches to water the sugar, and then the pineapple, and now the GMOs. When the sugar industry came, they also brought their chemicals. And we see in our water today DDT and atrazine and so much more. And we continue to poison this land and allow the people who we have given the ability to farm on our land. We continue to allow them to poison these lands. It is my belief that we must create a situation of home rule for ourselves. I have reviewed. I am not a lawyer, I'm not a county councilman, but I have taken the time to read our county council, our charter amendments, our bylaws, and I have not seen anywhere in there that says we do not have the legal right to create a bill such as this. And I implore you all to do your research and read the county amendments and the bylaws that exist that our county council is restricted to following. Because those are the laws that was created by those legislatures, and for whatever reason they have been chosen, you have been given the position, for the lack of a better word, as konohiki, the caretakers, the leaders of our people, all of our people, not just the Kanaka Maole, but the Kanaka E, the people who are born here, the people who are visiting here, the people who have moved here. All of you who make up our community, our ohana. The only way we will see the change that we desire is if we all, each one and every single individual, becomes activated and activates the person next to them and the person next to them. If one reaches out to one and that one reaches out to the next, eventually we will have reached out to all. We must give the seats of power and the ability to make decisions to the people who have sworn to uphold the highest standards of the Hawaiian spirituality, of the universal spirituality of righteousness, truth, justice for all. And above that, first and foremost, our Mother Earth. The rights of our planet and the ground that sustains us, from which our Creator molded our bones. From dust we came. To the universe we will return. Our energy and our spirits live on, and that is my prayer for all of us. We are here, our kuleana as Hawaiians, as direct descendants to the people who have laid the path here before you. Your ancestors, my ancestors. Today, our responsibility is to carry on the work that they started. Your vote counts. It's up to you to choose who's going to represent you, who's going to represent our community. It's up to you. I used to say, forget about all that. I used to say we need to do a different thing, but we have to empower ourselves, empower our community.